5:27. I gotta get ready, get out of here. Let's go. What is up, my friends? Good morning. It is currently 5:43, so I need to leave soon. It's Wednesday, May 18th, something like that. But basically, as you see, I have my own camera now. There's a couple different things I gotta get with it, but it's the Canon EOS M50. I gotta put the mic, I gotta get a mic on it because, you know, I haven't even heard the audio. I'm sure it's fine, but I've just been told that I probably should get a mic. I maybe want to get like a little Gorilla Pod too. But I have a busy day today. My job, at least, is fairly unique. I'm 23 years old and I'm a partial owner at a gym, a training facility in Lee Summit, Missouri. I'm also a personal trainer, an entrepreneur for my brand, Amp Athletics. And yes, I am decked out in my own gear today. And I did that only for this video and because I just like my clothing. I'm gonna start being consistent on YouTube. That's a promise. I invested in my YouTube channel with this camera so I can film videos on my own. Leave this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't. My TikTok crew, I know you're out there. Comment below if you came from TikTok. I appreciate the love. But like I said, busy day today. I'm gonna answer some of y'all Instagram questions that you left on my story last night, and let's get into it. Got a 6 a.m. class, gotta be there on time. Let's go! Linda. Bam. It's YTWs. Good, Bob. You like that transition? All right, it is currently 7:10 in the morning. Just got done with the 6 a.m. class. Let me show you how I do my schedule. Yeah, it's very basic actually. So this is my schedule for the week. I got the time slots divided by 30 minutes sections, right? Today is Wednesday, classes and then clients' names or small groups that I'm doing. And as you can see, pretty busy day today. Now I bought this very high class, expensive planner to use it for my schedule in the past and kind of write down all the things I need to get done in it. And I think for some people, this definitely works and helps them, but I don't know. It was too much for me. And now really all I do is when I have time slots to be able to do my work, I just put to do on there and then I go to my planner and then I have everything I need to get done and I just knock it out in order of priorities. Now I posted a story last night on my Instagram and I said, ask me a question about being an entrepreneur or personal trainer, something you'd like to know, and I answer in the YouTube vlog. I got quite a bit of questions, so I'm gonna answer my favorite ones, and hopefully you learn some insight here. Whew. This is my couch where sometimes I nap if I'm tired. First question though is from Clada5. He asks, first step from quitting a desk job to become a personal trainer. That's the thing, so I graduated college last May. So really about a year. It's literally been just about a year. And I didn't even go to the corporate world or work a desk job. I went all in on starting my business, and I think it's the best decision I made because, you know, I knew I wasn't starting off gonna make as much money and I have to grind and build up clientele and blah, 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 all the stuff we know. And it gave me a lot of anxiety, but I also think that if I would have went in the corporate world and tried to build up my hustle on the side, I just think it would have been a lot harder. You really got to go all in, I believe, and it definitely helped that I was posting content and building a small audience and doing online training throughout college. Question from Micah Ramos 07. What do you do when you don't feel productive? I'm a big fan of Gary Vee, and a lot of his advice has helped me greatly. And you know, one thing he always says that I agree with is when you're not, like when you have a day that wasn't super productive, like I don't judge myself, but I'm realistic and I do have standards for myself. So if I'm if I'm in a funk for a phase, you know, I'll boot up and get some discipline and get things I need to get done. But like, you know, there's days I'm just not productive, and like I try to be aware that I'm not productive, but I don't dwell on it and I'm not like harping on myself. I just let myself be a human, an unproductive human for a day, and I accept it and I get back on the grind the next day. Braxton Bird asks, how to build buy-in with your clients, like get them coming back and trusting in you. Well, the marketing aspect is what gets them to pay you, right? If they're seeing clients get results, you're showing that on social media or in person, they're not only like picture transformations, but if you can showcase what they've said about their experience, you know, written testimonials, that helps. And then the fact that I am posting all this free content, and it's good content, and it's getting them results or providing value in some way, that is providing trust. And I'm being personable, you know. Back when I used to post content, I used to try to have this persona of, you know, very serious, hard-ass personal trainer. That's not who I am as a person. I'm a goofball. I think being myself makes me very approachable, because I definitely am in person. And I want people to feel like they can reach out to me and not feel intimidated. And I think that aspect makes them trust me too. So if you leverage yourself as this person who's providing all this free content, and you're just yourself, you're authentic, you're genuine, I think that it's pretty much a no-brainer when someone has the cash and they want to pay for a personal trainer in person or online, that they're going to go to you. And then as far as the buy-in with my athletes, you know, I have to get them to trust the process. There's a lot of athletes who I think want to do certain things right now. If they're out of season, they want to do all the cool exercises, all the plyometrics. Well, you know, people who train athletes would know that off season, right in the off season, it's a lot of general prep, general training, and it's very basic training. So we got to save the intensity with the speed and agility plyometrics for closer towards the season, and really do the non-sexy basic lifts right now. But you get them to buy in, and you tell them about other athletes who have went through your process, who have increased their performance in the future. But don't bore them with the science behind it. Speak their language, and just ask for their trust to buy in with what you're doing, because at the end of the day, both of your goals are the same. They want to be better on the field, on the court, and that's what you're going to do for them. So this is actually my office for those of you who have not seen it. This is upstairs in the gym. The gym's downstairs, but I have a gym tour video you can check out on my IGTV to see what it's about. But my plan is really just to answer these questions throughout the day, show you what I'm doing, what my day looks like. It's currently 7:24. I have a session at 8. So really for the next 35 minutes, I'm gonna sit down, look at the people that are coming in today, look at their workouts, make sure their sessions are written properly, and see if I need to make any changes. And since this coronavirus thing has ended, I've gotten a lot of new business, online and in person. So this week for me, and even probably next week too, it's not a lot of working on the business as far as the back end, marketing, strategy, all that stuff. It's more just working in the business. That's really where the grind happens, you know, being the trainer I am, making the relationships and building upon them with my clients, and just providing a good service. So that is what I am focused on these next 1 to 2 weeks. I don't have to worry about future plans for my company or my business. I just want to focus on the now, be present, be the best trainer I can be. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, pal?
You like this new toy?
I do like this new toy. From this side of it.
Here, you want to see yourself?
That is a good toy. What a great toy.
I got it to film YouTube videos on my own so I can be consistent.
Consistency is the key, isn't it?
This is a lesson. This is an investment in the brand. This camera right here.
And your future.
And the future. But also an
your
investment.
Your future. Because you're going to get so much information.
Yeah, it's an investment for you guys.
It's going to blow your minds with the way that we are going to enlighten your soul, your spirit, your body.
Yes. What are you listening to, pal?
Well, I'm taking stuff off of my gym playlist and putting it on kind of like a boomer playlist. Because a lot of this stuff, like this song, isn't really very cool anymore.
Come on, pal, I got a present for you.
Okay, man, I can't wait to see this. I'm really excited.
What, you're what, size medium?
Yeah, size medium. I wish I was a large.
It doesn't have girthy enough legs to be a large.
Not even close.
See, this is what I need to fix. There's settings to make it look better outside. It looks really, I look like a freaking ghost. Try on a medium. What are these, you ask?
Yeah,
well,
what
here,
exactly are these?
Go ahead and hold this camera so I can show them. I actually
You ask.
I have a pair on myself. These are the new AMP Athletics training joggers. First pair of joggers I've ever launched. And you can get these on my website, just launched like last week. Link is in the description. And actually, if you're watching this YouTube video, type in the code YouTube15 and I'll get you 15% off, but only for the first 24 hours this YouTube video is up.
Those things are sick.
Yeah, they are. Try them on.
I'm hoping they look as good on me as they do on you.
They should. They're actually meant to give the illusion that you don't skip leg day, just from how they fit around your legs. So.
And I don't skip leg day, even though it appears as if I do. We get my underwear in this?
I won't expose the thighs. You're out of screen. Oh, never. Oh.
If you guys put in the work I do, you could expect to have quadzillas like I do, so. Oh man, these are, I love these. I like the way they fit.
Yeah, they do fit pretty good.
Because they're a little bit They're a little bit stretchy, so
like squat in them. They're not, there's no way they're
there's
gonna
no bound up there.
Look at that, turn to the side. Oh yeah. Cuff bottoms, I hate joggers that don't cuff at the bottom.
Me too. It's like, what's the point?
What's the point? Yep. Those look pretty sick.
These do look sick.
Link in description. Currently 9:17, got a session at 9:30, 13 minutes. But let's answer a couple questions here. So Qwerty Kevin asks, how much of your time is spent doing paperwork compared to the time you spend training? Like I said, right now, this week and next week, because there's a new wave of clients in, I'm really working in the business. A lot of my hours are spent training. The in-between blocks I have, I mean, paperwork, I don't know, like usually I'm working on projects or filming content, stuff like that. But like when it comes to like the financials, luckily, you know, my mom is really pretty much my accountant and does my financials for me. I'm very thankful for that. She does an awesome job and takes stress off of me until I can build up my business. And Jenna Walker asks, interested in a career path like this one? Does it pay enough to live financially comfortable life? Now, there's really no ceiling. Like I make my own prices. I take 100% of what I charge. You go to like Genesis and these commercial gyms, they're gonna take a percentage away from you. Granted, they will hand you clients, but you don't get a choice of what kind of people you train. So the limit, the spectrum is so wide. As a trainer, you can make as much as you want to make. And as far as living a comfortable life, you know, obviously right now I still live with my parents. I'm moving in with my fiance by the end of this year. I got, you know, minimal expenses, car, phone, insurance, stuff like that. But yeah, you know, I'm not going to say how much I exactly make. I started off making a lot less than I am now. And I am making more than I would at a corporate job. But if you're mixing online services in with in-person, you're really managing your time well. You can do small groups and big groups to maximize your times instead of doing only one-on-ones. And you're charging, you know, 40 to 70 bucks per session. You add that up, training 40 hours a week, plus what you're making online, plus if you have an audience and you can start getting companies to pay you for sponsorships, like, and grow your stream of revenues, you can live a very comfortable life. And honestly, just the fact that I'm making my own schedule and my own boss, and I have a lot of open hours at times people normally wouldn't, it just makes me happy, and I like that. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. Bam. Yeah. What's that? Is that? Oh. Yeah. What's up, Maxi Pad? What's up? We got Darth Cater here. And we got Buck McGriff.
I want my hair to flip like that.
Oh, don't you love being on video? Oh, okay. All right, so basically they're gonna try the 3-cone tap drill on this padded ball. This is way harder than the pad. I'm letting them have their shoes on. I told them if they make it through, you know what? I'll even be completely nice. You get one mess up. If they make it through, one leg, one hand going around, the other hand going back around, and with the other leg, I'm gonna give them a free pair of joggers. All right, you get one mess up per foot. No! Oh, I'll count it. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. We're recording right now, so go ahead. I'm on TikTok live right now. Go ahead and say what's up. You're gonna be on this YouTube episode. All right, I just gotta say, for my TikTok audience, y'all have been some of my favorite supporters and just audience out of any other platform. So go subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm about to post every single week now, especially that I bought this camera. These vlogs are about to be for real. And go follow me on TikTok if you're one of my subscribers on YouTube and you don't follow me on TikTok. And then Instagram, of course. Instagram's still relevant, right? All right, so right now it is 1:44 p.m. I have a gap until 3:30. I'm gonna try to get my workout in at 2:30. And I hate working out with the time restriction, but it's just how my schedule is working today. I got apparel orders that I need to get out, and Hopefully I'll be able to go by the post office and get them shipped. If that's not gonna happen today, it's gonna happen tomorrow, but I can at least package them and get rid of all that pest. And I do not have my printing label things that I use to make it look sexy on the packaging, so I'm gonna have to handwrite the address. So if you're getting one of my packages, just know that sincerely from the bottom of my heart, I was trying to have good handwriting and I just don't, and I'm sorry. But the effort is there, I promise. So I'm gonna get this done. And then, yeah, probably answer some more questions that y'all asked me on Instagram. And I use Squarespace. It does all my orders. So you can see if there's pending, that means I have not shipped it. So I got to package those and ship those out. Fulfilled is either a free product or that means I already shipped it. Look, there's the fiance calling me. She just finished her last final. Congrats, Ob.
Thank you.
She's done. There's Bentley. Oh my goodness. All right, so basically those orders down there are ready to go. I need to still do these, and like this is where, you know, time management comes in. I really wanted to get these shipped out today. I need to figure out more of an efficient plan for my apparel because I just want to be consistent. Like you order it, it's going to be shipped out 2 days, you know, minimum after you order it. I mean, max, like no more than 2 days after you order it. And that's what I want to do. But it's just on a day like today, it's hard. I probably should have dedicated more time to get this done yesterday, but just, you got to learn from it. Now it is 2:10. I got a buddy, Blanton Spar, one of my good friends. He has just been my friend since high school, and he moved to Texas once he graduated college, but he's in town. He's going to come get a lift in with me. Like I said, it's got to be an hour session. Hopefully I can get all my volume in by then, but let's answer some questions. Okay, let's pull this up here. So Sikoriski asked, what do I need for schooling wise to become a trainer? Or what did I do to become one? It really just depends. I think if you want to become like a strength coach for a college or even at the professional level, you have to have a bachelor's degree, 4 years of college in exercise science, in that exercise science field. But just to work at Genesis, or if you want to open your own facility or do something like I'm doing, you don't have to have a bachelor's degree in exercise science. I actually graduated with a business management degree. And my sophomore year, I really remember thinking, because like it was around my sophomore year when I knew I wanted to do personal training, and I had kind of my online business going. I just started it and I really enjoyed it, but I was just like, man, do I really want to switch to an exercise science major? Like I really did, just because it was at least something more interesting to me. But just the money wise, I was like, look, I'm not going to switch my major, have to do more classes and stay at that university longer. I knew I didn't want to be in the team setting and work for like a college, university or professional team. Like I wanted to do my own thing, and that was AMP Athletics. Certification I got, it's through Exos Education. It's a performance specialist. And basically, well, I was studying for the CSCS for like 3 months. I bought the textbook. I had been studying my ass off. I bought the Pocket Prep app. I was pretty much like a week or 2 weeks out from booking my test to take it. And I was definitely confident I was going to pass. Then I flew to Nashville for the draft with my buddy Drew Lock, who's the Broncos quarterback. And I was talking to his agent and other trainers down there. And a lot of those dudes train at Exos, and a lot of the trainers recommended me just get the XPS certification through Exos. One of my best friends also works for Exos, Tanner Allen, and he highly recommended it. So last minute, it was much more expensive than the CSCS, but I'm so glad I did it, just because what I was learning for Exos, XPS certification, it was just a lot more practical for my athletes. And I knew I wanted to train athletes. So I don't know, I gained a lot more from that than I did studying from the CSCS. And it was a great decision. But no, you don't need to go to school for it. Honestly, knowing what I know now and where I'm at now, I wouldn't even have went to college. You know, I really don't think I needed to. But when I do think about it, as far as like the information in the classroom, I'm not using any of it now or in my job today. I did learn some, you know, helpful stuff, I guess, but more than anything, the people I met down there definitely helped me to where I am today. And a big part of that was people like Jared Feather I met down there, who is part of Renaissance Periodization. He's a professional bodybuilder. I learned a ton about hypertrophy training from him and nutrition, nutrient timing. So I did learn a lot of things from kinesiology majors down there. But, you know, I think it's just all about experience, being able to apply and be a good coach to others. Just the personal aspect, personability aspect of being a good coach and and being able to speak to clients, communicate, that's super important. And then just the people you surround yourself with. You know, the 2 trainers that I work with here, who are the other owners of this gym, have been training for years. They train athletes of all levels, and just being around them, around people who know more than me, is definitely helpful. I do feel like I'm very knowledgeable, and I'm always itching to learn more. So whether it's through books, research, or just being mentored and around people who know more than you, that's currently how I'm getting a lot of my knowledge. And I do have ambitions to further my education, whether it's through more certifications. I'm not going to go back to school, waste of money and time, you know, for me at this point. So I'm going to tie these 2 questions in kind of together. Lucas asked, how did I start my business? And then Pound Cake asked, how did I start finding clients? So I started doing online, well, let's back up. Freshman year in college, I started documenting my journey. I had lost like 50 pounds, and I didn't really document that much, but I had shoulder surgery. I recovered from it. I was out of the gym for 5 months. So I lost a lot of muscle. I was skinny, and I started an Instagram page, and I wanted to document my kind of rebuilding journey. So as I did that and people saw me getting results, I had people reach out to me if I would be able to train them. And I didn't even think about doing that at that time, but I took on a couple of my close friends for free, and I had some amazing transformations and testimonials made with working with them. So then, you know, I realized that it was taking up a little bit of time, and I had something to offer, something that people saw valuable. So I started charging a little bit for it. My sophomore year is when I branded myself into AMP Athletics, came out with my website, started treating it more like a business. And I have gotten all of my clients, all of the clients I got in college was simply from me posting on Instagram. I was kind of known as just that fitness guy at my school simply because I was posting it on Instagram. Corona. Now, once I graduated college and I started doing in-person training, obviously the amount I was making online in college was not enough to sustain a living. So I needed to really push my in-person training. Just from the 4 years of posting on Instagram, I had built up over a 10,000 following on Instagram, and I started TikTok. I've blown up on that. That has gotten me a lot of clients, and a lot of people saw the client transformations I was sharing. It wasn't really that hard to get clients right off the bat. I didn't want to overbook myself, but I didn't have to do a lot of like me going out and finding leads. I just had a good marketing strategy, sharing client testimonials. And by this time I built trust just from being so damn consistent on social media that I leveraged myself as Lee Summit, Missouri, which is where I'm from, Lee Summit, Missouri's trainer. You know, I was the only one really around this area posting stuff online, and that just helped me build leverage and trust. And, you know, people saw the results that people I worked with were getting, and they just kind of reached out to me. Yeah, come in that building. All right, see ya. Blanton's here. Let's get him on the cam. B-Spar.
What's going on, big cat?
On the first official vlog. Oh, is that the bucked up
This
shit?
is OJ Killa. Would you like a quick?
I would, dude. I need to stem up. Bucked up is such a good pre-workout. Dude, how sick is this camera though?
It's pretty rad.
Yeah, it's such good quality.
Yeah.
All right, let me try it.
Want to try it up, Apple?
They just started making drinks, didn't they?
Yeah, it's
the same as their pre-workout, isn't it? Oh, this is just like an energy drink.
yeah. So I've like tried it. And this gives you like a major focus. I've had one before.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Get like super zoned in.
300 milligrams caffeine.
I love it.
Okay. He's got the mask.
Got it, bro.
Just in case. Did you wear that in the Uber? Just were they kind of weird about it?
Nah, this dude didn't even talk.
Damn.
Super quiet.
Yeah, show him that. Oh, that was organic right there. That wasn't
Yes, it
planned.
was. That was smooth, wasn't it?
Nice. I'm rocking the same shirt actually. We're gonna do upper body today. I have until 3:30. And then I have a session, so we'll knock it out. It's not gonna take as long as yesterday. But fuck, I forgot what else I was gonna say.
Dude, my traps are sore.
Are they? Yeah, we did. When's the last time you did cleans before yesterday?
5 years.
Dude, I swear that's all you need for big traps is to get strong at cleans. Well, let's go ahead and knock this out. Jesse, I gotta get you on this vlog, man. What's up, buddy? What's good, baby? This is Jesse Thomas. The lighting. I gotta fix the lighting. Oh, there we go. Jesse Thomas, owner of this facility, as well as Chris. And we're putting in work today. Dose Athletics, it's his brand. He's out there working with some clients. This is what we do, baby. About to get this work in. Let's go. Bam, just like that. I'm not, what rep are you on? 5. Bam, good. Your goal is to be a statue. Don't rotate. You're just moving that cane around you. Perfect. Inverted rows, moving up in the ranks, baby. Glute bridge, big chest, bam. 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 My man, Gene Money. Whew. I gotta figure out how to not make it everything so white outside. So if you know, comment below, let me know. One more session for the day. It is 4:42. The last session's at 4:45. And then I'm done. I'm gonna sit down and answer the rest of the questions. See if I can, I don't know, I might have time to answer a couple. I gotta sit in my car and just, see, normally, I haven't done this today, but one thing that's helped me as an entrepreneur more than anything else is meditation. And I use the app Headspace. And you know, I'm talking to so many people throughout the day. I got a lot of things to do and a lot of things I wanna do. A lot of times I don't get it done. And at the end of the day, when I gotta wrap up and just be present, talk to my family, talk to my fiance, it's hard for me and it's definitely noticeable. And you know, when I'm thinking about things constantly and people I gotta get back to, but meditating 10 minutes per day has been a game changer for me. It's super hard to do, especially for ADD people like me, but it literally, I've been doing it consistently for about 2 weeks now, and it has changed more for me in my mentality and just my ability to be present more than anything ever. Highly recommend it. I was gonna answer some questions, but I realized my phone is inside the gym. One more session, and my guy is here right now, training with Sam. He's pulling in. I'm gonna knock this out, and then I'm gonna sit down, probably in my car, relax, do my meditation, answer the rest of the questions, and wrap up my day. Bottom up step ups. $5:58 p.m. Done with all my sessions for the day. Got some apparel in hand. I'm heading home. Ross. Oh, there he is. There he is.
I might pay Chris to live in this bitch.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, maybe we should like lease this part of the building out for apartment rooms.
I got a whole ass shower in there and like.
You can live here.
Hell yeah, I'll live here. Put my bed in here.
Clocking out for the day. I'm gonna answer the rest of the questions though once I get in my car. Ross, will you open the door for me?
He's a cute kid, everybody.
Yep. I agree with him. All right, let's answer 2 questions before I get home here. Aaron asks, what were some of the challenges you faced as you first started as an entrepreneur? You know, as lot as like small challenges, I considered myself an entrepreneur once I started my brand and stuff in college, but I didn't really go all in on with it because I was a college student, blah, blah, blah. But once I graduated and it was like all or nothing, I had to make my living being at this gym and actually focusing, you know, 50, 60 hours a week on growing my business. That's when I really consider myself a true entrepreneur, and that's when I saw a lot of challenges. Biggest challenge was just time management, because you know, when I first was an entrepreneur and trainer, I didn't have all my hours booked, and a lot of this free time was a struggle to figure out what I should be spending my time on. You know, there's a difference between spending time working in your business versus on your business. As I was explaining earlier, this is a big week. These next 2 weeks, I'll be working in my business. I really don't have a lot of free time. I have a lot of clients right now. I'm gonna pounce on this opportunity, focus on the service I provide. But when I do have more free time, I will take that to work on the business, you know, marketing, strategy, sales, stuff like that, stuff that's going to elevate my brand, you know, increase my revenue, grow my reach, and stuff like that. I like this question right here. Life of Hilly asks, does training athletes make you miss being one yourself? Do you still participate in any sports? It does make me miss being an athlete, but I also feel like I am at my athletic prime just with a lot of things I've learned through experience, my certification, applying it. I love my training, but you know, a lot of these elite level athletes are doing things and are able to do things that I never would be able to do just because they're such gifted athletes. And I think that that's just really cool to me. I like seeing them improve, but I do miss competing in sports. I play basketball, golf a lot, just recreationally with my friends, but I'm not like in a league or competing seriously anymore. All right, so I'm gonna head home, shower, eat. I'll check in with y'all there and we'll answer some more questions. So I actually am not home right now. I got talked into going to 3rd Street Social for a beverage because my fiance did finish her last final for her semester. I mean, her and a couple friends up here, and I have been tracking macros today and been on point, but I'm probably gonna have a beverage, maybe two. It's probably some of their mac and cheese. I'll make a video on a day of eating because I'm currently cutting. If you want to see that, comment below and let me know and I'll do that, but this might throw me off just a little bit. I told her I was not gonna be here any later than 7, and it is 6:15 right now, so let's see if that actually happens. Oh. Okay. Oh, let's get inside. Oh gosh, get inside. Come on. Hold on. Oh, we're home. I think I kind of fixed some of the whiteness when like there's outside, light looking in. I think it looks better, at least on this screen. Let's answer a few more questions before I shower here. Brad asked me, do you use Facebook, IG paid promotion tools or SEO? To be honest, so the guy who helped me with my website did some SEO stuff for me for that, but no, I don't, and I really don't think I need to. Like, a lot of my services are one-on-one. I think one day if I start like selling like courses I think I could scale, then I will learn how to use Facebook and Instagram marketing, but growing my business, it's all worked perfectly thus fine with all organic reach and organic content, and I just don't really feel the need to right now. My guy, Mr. Curl, asks, is it stressful? Love the vids, Austin. Thank you so much, brother. It can be stressful, but a lot of the stress is just caused from up here within, right? And that's why meditation really helps. I'll do a whole nother video about meditation. That shit really does work for me a lot, but I get stressed a lot of the times because of things I want to happen in the future. But as far as like work stress, like specifically day-to-day stress, not really. I just get stressed because I want to do big things in the future, and I feel like that when I'm not working, I could be working, and the workaholic type stress, that can stress me out. But I've gotten a lot better at just being able to settle down and be okay with not doing something at all times. Advice for a 15 or 16-year-old wanting to pursue personal training. That's asked by my boy, Aaron Malone. That's a pretty young age, man, but I think it all starts like this. Become the guy in your friend group that everyone goes to for fitness advice. There's always that guy in your friend group that like knows something more than the others, and they're always going to that person to ask. Or in your school, become that guy. Win local before you can win online. That's a great piece of advice for anyone who wants to grow their business, because we know everything is online, but win locally, man. Become the person known in your area, being known for what you do, and leverage yourself as being the best at that. Once you win locally, you'll already have a lot more, you can have more testimonials because you'll start getting clients, you'll have a lot more leverage, you can start creating content, and you will already have local support. Then you can start scaling it online and building an online audience. But I would say train your friends for free once you feel like you have a base understanding and knowledge of fitness and what you're doing. Be a walking testimonial. That's number one. My man Donovan Fitness asked 5 really good questions. Let me shower real quick. I'm gonna answer all 5 because they're great questions. Damn, I am pale as shit. So Donovan Fitness, like I said, asked great questions. Let's read some of these. How do you set up your content creation schedule? It very much varies, but I think another big mistake I used to make right when I got out of college and started this thing is I was trying to make content for every single platform on a day-to-day basis. I wanted to post on Instagram every day. Well, I'd have to think of a post that day. Same thing with YouTube, podcasts, all that shit, right? Well, now I kind of batch my content. So when I have a good hour, 2-hour block, I'll film a shit ton of things because I'm always writing down ideas like throughout the day as I get it. Louis, shut up. I'm always writing down ideas as soon as I get a content idea, like throughout the day. Type it in my notes, I'm writing it down, and then when I have an hour or 2 block, I'll film everything or write out all my captions, and then I'll edit and make the post, save it as a draft, and I have posts just banked that I can be consistent with on all platforms. And this ties into his next question, which is, how many hours a day do you devote to content creation? It really varies. Like a day like you saw today, I'm pretty much maxed out busy just being a trainer, and I don't really have that much time to be posting content. That's why I make it in advance, and I'm posting on Instagram today, I'm posting on TikTok, things that I have already made in the past, and that helps me stay consistent. But as far as how many hours, it really varies, but I would honestly say that I dedicate 8 hours per week just to content, whether it's brainstorming, filming, editing. 8 hours per week for sure, maybe 10. What software do I use for accounting? Google sheets. At what point should I begin to hire? To me, it's gonna make sense to the point where like I'm hiring people to do things for me just so I can get that time back. When you're first starting a business or you're a personal trainer, you're bootstrapping, man. You are every aspect of your business, and I'm definitely still in that phase now, but I think it's gonna happen sooner than later to when I start hiring people under me where I can pay them hourly, do something like that, and you know, in the next decade, I want a freaking team, man. I want a whole facility, team, everything under AMP. I have big plans for the future. I'm not gonna share it all in this video, but I have a very clear vision for exactly what I want to happen in the future, how I want it to look, and I'm chasing that, man. That's what I'm chasing right now. Percent of revenue that goes back into your pocket versus the business. To really simplify it, my money's in like 4 different areas. I have my business account, I have my personal account, I have a savings account, then I have like an investment fund, right? So now my personal account is the money I take out of my business and I pay myself, and it's like my spending money. Expenses and everything are write-offs on my business account, but as far as what I pay myself $100 a week. If I go over, that's fine, but I don't really spend that much money. I really don't, and I can always pull out more, but like, you don't understand, this is helping me out so much for the future because the business account is just growing and growing and growing, and when I make big moves in the future and need that money to do something big, I have it. And of course, you know, I'm purchasing apparel and I'm doing things with that business account that I'm spending money on, but as far as just me going out to eat, doing things I want, $100 a week. Obviously when there's birthdays and stuff and we go out and have fun for a weekend or I travel, it's more than that, but most of the time, $100 a week, man. All right, dinner's ready. I'm gonna go feast and we'll wrap this video up after that. Oh, I'm happy, full. It's 8 p.m., done for the day. And the last thing I always do, work-wise, before I go to sleep is just check my schedule for tomorrow, make sure everything's good, give me an idea of what I got going on, what kind of day I got coming ahead, write down anything maybe I need to know, and just attack the day. I know exactly what's gonna happen, right? I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna watch this video. There's gonna be a lot of things I wish I would've said, a lot of things I wish I would've shared. If you're watching this though, like, I don't know how much you already know about me or how long you've been following me, but there's a lot more to the story of how I got to this point, and there's a lot more I did not share about where I want to go, but none of this would be possible without the support that everyone online has showed me since day one. So I'm gonna leave a couple links in the description box of YouTube videos that I think that you would enjoy watching. If you like my content, want to know more about me, I got my ultimate transformation video down there. Really in-depth, awesome piece of content me and Saul made. Last thing I'm gonna ask, let me know where you're from, how you found me, comment below, TikTok, if you found me on YouTube or Instagram, and what kind of like YouTube videos should I post? Like now that I have this camera, I have some ideas, but I don't know, I wanna make what y'all want to see. The Summer Grind League is coming soon, so if you have done the Summer Grind Challenge in the past, thank Summer Grind Challenge, but 100 times bigger. Anyways, thank you all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see how it turns out. It's the first YouTube video I filmed and edited on my own with this camera. Hope it turned out good. Leave it a thumbs up, please. Please, 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 please. Appreciate y'all. Subscribe if you haven't. Turn on post notifications. I'll see y'all in the next video.